you guys, we are going to be reviewing the palette that I got this look from. So here it is. This is what the box looks like. It's the Bare Minerals Ready Convertible Eyeshadow Palette, and it just looks like this. That's what we're getting shown. And basically, this is a genius eyeshadow idea. I just really like it. So here's what it looks like, you guys. Look how small it is. This is not really the whole entire palette, but this is kind of the concept. So basically, you got this little travel mirror thingy, and you can see it's like snow covered outside. But anyway, you got like this little travel thing, and it even comes with like a little guide on the back to tell you how to apply the shadows, which is genius. I like that. And it also has each shadow numbered. So 1 is the base, or like the brow bone highlight. 2 is the crease, you know, the crease. And 3 is the liner. So yeah. So we got 1 being hard to get, which is the like highlight or the base or whatever. 2, which is the crease shade, and then 3, which is the liner. Or you could do where you have this in the crease, this on the lid, and then this is the highlight. You could do it that way too. But I like that there's a little guide. Basically, this is like you can do a whole entire eye look using just this palette minus the mascara, and it will look good. And I really like this idea. I think it's cool. Anyway, this is the rest of the palette. So here are what that looks like. And once again, we got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's what we got going on there. And basically with this just can slide into, well, this can just slide into here in place. And there we go, a whole entire palette. This is what I've been using for a majority of the week. I'm pretty sure I've used every shade. I haven't used them in this order, so if you guys want me to use them in like these orders, just let me know when I can. But yeah, this is what we got now, and so there we go. I love the concept of this. These shadows are actually pretty pigmented. That's just one very slightly touched eyeshadow, but if you were to like dig into it a little more, you get bigger pigmentation, obviously, like any shadows. But let me just show you with some other shadows. Very nice pigmentation with this palette. That being said, when you put them on the lid, they kind of sheer out a bit, which makes this the perfect palette for those neutral lovers out there. I know you're like, what? There's some major pops of color here. I mean, you got this dark burgundy brown color. You got this purple color right here. You got this color right here. You got this golden color right here. You guys, this is just so perfect for neutral lovers. And you know, those are colorful shadows, but they aren't as colorful as you expect when you put them on the lid, unless you use them wet. I am going to swatch all of these, and I will also show you how some of them look when they are wet. And you will see these swatches look really good, but when you put them on the lids, they just are not as amazing as the swatch, unless you use them wet, like I said. So yeah. Alright, so here are these swatches. Up at the top, right up here, we have, I'm going to attempt to do this in a decent way. Okay, so right up here we have Chart Topper, and then we have Admire, and then we have Couture. Or Couture. These shades are all incredibly unique. Like, I haven't seen any shades that are quite like these ones. Maybe these ones, these are like the most unique shade, but I still think they're pretty unique to the like eyeshadow world. Alright, so the next row we have Connoisseur right there. Then we have Bewildered right there, and then right here, this kind of duochrome shade is Pizzazz, and I really like this shade. It's kind of a duochrome with like a tan and a yellow. It's a very interesting shade. It is right here. I didn't really realize how interesting it was, but it is pretty dang interesting, actually. I really like that shade, as well as the one in the middle. That one is like a tan with like golden kind of flecks to it. Just really unique shades. Okay, in this one we have Shiver, and then we have right here we have Elixir, and then we have Mystify. Once again, pretty unique shades. Shiver is really unique because it's like a lavender shade, but you have flecks of pink in it. It's just really, really pretty. I don't know if you guys can really see it, but yeah. And then up here, or down here, we have Hard to Get, which you can hardly see on my skin. Then we have Fantasy, which is really pretty. And then we have Stiletto. And once again, I feel like these are pretty unique. This kind of threesome right here reminds me of Walking on Eggshells from Wet n Wild, but it's not quite the same. So yeah, pretty unique. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch them wet. Ooh. Okay, so here are all the shades wet, and as you can see, like more color payoff. So here they are next to each other, and you can see they're like being wet, they totally take on a different form. This is the wet hand, this is the dry hand. So here's the top row dry or wet, and here it is dry. So you can see just a whole different ballpark when they're wet. And then here's the second row. Here's the third row of purples. Here's the third row of purples. And then here's the last row, and here's the last row. So you can totally see like ba-bam, and you know, I think that this shadow, or these shadows, have a lot of potential. There's a lot of interesting colors in these shadows. Totally worth the purchase for me. I did get this for $10 at Cheesy Maxx. I did get this for $10 at TJ Maxx, and I would definitely recommend you guys going for it and seeing if it's still there, or if your TJ Maxx has it, because it's totally worth it. It's originally $39 retail price, and it's a $90 value, I think. And I did not know Bare Minerals had such amazing eyeshadow colors. I mean, look how unique these shades are. They are just really, really unique. I mean, even dry, they're really unique. It's just a really, really, really lovely palette that I think is totally worth finding if you can find it. It's just absolutely worth it, and I love that you can, you know, rearrange it, take it out, use these shades however you really want to, put them in whatever order you want to. You can follow this guideline, or you can do your own thing. I don't know. This is just a really awesome palette, and I definitely like it, and I could totally see myself traveling with this, no problem, super easy. I really love this concept. I just think it's really, really awesome, and I highly recommend it. The only negative with this is that when you put the colors on the lids, it's not really as amazing as you think it's going to be with the swatches. So that's my only complaint about it. But if you use them wet, it fixes it. So it's kind of like, you know, I find ways around that. But some people don't want to take all that time to do their makeup. But I don't know. This is just quick and easy, and all the tutorials I've done with this have been super quick. It's such an easy blendable palette. I just think anybody could really use this. So yeah, the brush it came with though really sucks. Like really sucks. Usually I can use the tool that palettes come with, not this brush. This brush absolutely sucks. I don't know where it is right now, but it was crap, so I don't really care. Other than that, I give this palette, like, I don't know, a good rating. Like, if it was out of 10, it would be like a 7. This is a 10. This would be like a 7. So, yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed my review of the Bare Minerals palettes. Jay's review will probably be up tomorrow, maybe, hopefully. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.